Okay, so with the intro, you're going to start with your second finger on the first fret of the G string, and you're going to slide it to the second, just a quick slide. And then you're going to go first fret of the B string, back to the second fret of the G string, so. And then you want to try and get your third finger on the fourth fret of the D string. I tend to go with my third because of the next phrase. It's easier to use your third finger, so you got. And then from that, you're going to slide with your third finger on the D string, fourth fret to the fifth. Just another quick slide. And then first finger goes on the third fret of the G string, back to the fifth fret of the D string, so. And then third fret of the A string, doesn't matter too much which finger you use. Then open D, and then second fret of the D. So in total you got. Again, just play through do it in segments, get that bit sorted before you go on to the next bit. That's how I'd recommend learning it anyway, if you've never learned this song before. But yeah, so that's the first bit. And you sort of repeat it, but instead of going there for the start, you're just going to go. So when you finish on that second fret of the A string, start again by sliding just up one fret to the third. And then you do the C7 here. So start with the A string, then just strum through the others and start. Go from the start bit, and I'll just get up to where we are again. Then the vocals come in. And when the vocals come in, you're going to start again by sliding, which doesn't matter too much which finger, I don't think. Second fret of the D string to the third fret. So there were. So that's third, first on the B, second on the G, back to the third on the D. So on a hill. Next bit, just slide up to the fourth fret on that D string, but still do the other bit. So. And then you're going to slide from the fourth to the fifth on the D string. And then this one, you can just bar these third fret high strings with your first finger, so. Or you can just do it note by note, whichever you prefer. Yeah, you go back to that fifth fret on the D string, and you're just going to go to a B flat minor. You just sort of play through the strings, or it's quite subtle, that one, not too prominent. And then you're going to do what the rhythm part does as well, so F. A minor, A flat minor, G minor, C9, and then you're going to do that intro again, and you're going to go from the third to the fifth on the D string, back to the third on the G, back to the fifth on the D, and then another C7. So therefore you got. next verse. There will. Sorry. And then you go just once on this next bit, like that, and then instead of just doing the F9, you're going to play the F9, but instead of using your little finger there, you're going to flatten your third finger across. So you're still doing the F9, but free up your little finger so that you can go to the 10th fret on the high E string. That's what it is. It's really actually, to be fair. But yeah, that's F9, but you free up your little finger to go to the 10th. Yeah, then you go to the B flat and then B flat minor. Just pluck through the strings a bit, and then F. And then for the D9, you're going to go through each string starting from the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the same as the rhythm part. And then you're going to do the same as the rhythm here still. C, C9, and then here. That's the A flat augmented, I think it's called anyway. And then this bit, that's the start of the next verse. It's basically first finger on the first fret, and you're just going to go play it and then pull off. It's quite fast. And the other one is just first fret on the B string to the 3rd fret. So therefore you got. And then here you're just going to do a late strum for them also. And then same again. Then you're coming up to the solo. So you're going, and you just stop because you're about to go into the solo. I hope that's making sense. Just keep going back over it again if you're unsure. Just take the video back a bit and just keep listening to what I'm saying. I hope it's making sense. I'm not very good at teaching lead parts because I'm just not very quick at it, but anyway, solo. So I've split the solo into 3 parts. The first part being this one. That's one part. And then the next part would be. That's the next part. Then the final part. Okay, but yeah, let's do the first part. The first part, you're going to put 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string, then little finger goes onto the 8th, then 1st finger goes onto the 5th fret of the G string, then 2nd finger goes onto the 6th fret of the B string. So, and then you're going to go 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the G string to the 5th. Then 8th fret with your little finger on the D string down to the 7th, down to the 5th. So therefore you got. Then you go 6th fret of the on the A string with your little finger, and then you go 4th fret of the D string. So yeah, then you go to the 7th fret of the D string, to the 5th fret of the G, and then you're going to go 8, 7, 5 again on the G string. So and then 8th to the 7th on the D string. Okay, so in total you've got and then you go into the second part of the solo. You're going to bar the 3rd fret, just the high strings, and you're going to go skip out the middle string, so skip out the B string, with your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the G string and little finger on the 5th fret of the E string. Again, just plucking the high three high strings. Just going on and off with your 3rd and little finger. So then you're going to do the same thing, but starting, you slide up to the 6th, and your 3rd finger and your little finger are just going on and off on the 8th fret. And then here, it's like doing an F chord, but you're going to just catch the high E string as well when you bar it. And here, it's basically your 3rd finger starts on the 10th fret of the D string, then you go 9th fret with your 2nd finger on the G string, little finger goes on the 10th fret of the B string, and your 1st finger goes on the 8th fret of the high E string. And you're just going to do that and go down 2 frets there when you play. And then this is this weird chord I was telling you about, the acoustic part. So that's barring the 2nd fret, doing an F sharp 7, but little finger bars the 2 high strings on the 5th fret. Remember to get that, make sure that D string's muted. So that's the second part, so therefore you got you're coming into the final part now, which you're going to start with strumming through an F chord, and then you're going to pick back through the high strings, just up to the G string. So strum through, then back 3 strings. And then you're going to go 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the E string. Then you go 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and you can put your little finger, or the 3rd, whichever, on the 6th fret of the A string. So 2nd finger goes on the 4th fret of the D string. So and here you're going to slide from the 6th to the 7th on the D string. So in total, then 1st finger goes on the 5th fret of the G string, and then 2nd finger, 6th fret of the B string, and then you finish on the 3rd finger going on the 7th fret of the G string. So in total, makes sense. That's the solo in 3 parts. Just the best advice I can say is if I think I'm talking absolute nonsense, just keep going back through the video, because I'm not very good at explaining stuff. But yeah, I know I talk through it really slowly and I'm getting mumbled up and stuff, but just put it all together, keep going back through it, you will, you know, I am saying the right thing, just probably sounds like scrambled eggs in your head. Anyway, so that's that bit. And then you're going to go to a B flat minor. Then you go to an F, but on the bar chord higher up. 1, 2, 3. Which is D7 up here, but then your little finger goes on the high E string on the 12th fret. On and off. So then this bit you go. That's like a little second finger on the 4th fret of the G string to 3rd, back to 4th, and then 3rd finger goes on the 5th fret of the D string. So, and then you do the C, C9, and then A flat augmented, I believe it's called, and then that again. There was and that bit is the so you're going to go first finger on the 1st fret of the G string, then 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string to 2nd, back to it, and then same thing but down a string on the A string, so and then you're going to do C to E, and then the F on the rhythm guitar will do that, but you go to, and then here, there you go. So you're going to just bar the 3 highest strings on the 10th fret, and then you're going to do your little finger on the 13th fret of the high E string. That's all it is. And then the next bit, and that second bit, 1st finger goes on the 10th fret of the G string, bar the 2 high strings on the 9th, so yeah, and your 3rd finger goes on the 11th fret of the high E string. You just take the 3rd finger on and off. Oops. So in total you got, and you just do the F here, and then I do the F major 7 here on my cover as well. But you can still do it where the acoustic does it as well if you want it to, which is, I just like the sound of it there as well as the acoustic there. But yeah, so I really hope that makes sense. I'm so sorry, I feel like I've rushed through it. Apologies if it just seems a bit rushed, but I've tried my best to explain how I play it anyway. If any questions, if you're struggling with any of the parts, just leave a comment and I'll do my best to get back to you and try and help you more if you need it. But yeah, like I say, best advice, just keep going back through the video until you get the hang of all the parts and you'll understand a bit of what's coming out of my mouth, because I don't know, I feel like I've rushed through it a bit. But like I say, any problems, just let me know and I'll try and help you a bit more. Also, really appreciate it if you check out the cover. Try playing along to the cover if you want to give that a go, that'd be nice. But yeah, we really appreciate it if you watch my cover of it as well. I'll leave a link at the end of the video. And yeah, I will see you soon in the next video.